What's good, YouTube? And welcome to the last day for this haircut. This is out of control. I'm fresh out of the shower and it's already starting to go places, so I'm gonna take care of that. But a couple of words for the get to the cards crowd. I told you I thought even at $90, a ridiculous price, this hoodie would end up selling out Season 0 official merch, and it sure did. I ordered one, I felt it, I knew I had to get a backup, and it probably helped that I wailed on this drop for the next part. I got a couple of shirts, I got the 2 hoodies, and yeah, it was pretty expensive. But what I missed out on was the XL gaming mat. But I reached out to Shonen Jump themselves after going to Twitter, to YouTube, no responses anywhere, and I usually can dig up some nice Yu-Gi-Oh merch. They sent me the mat completely for free after connecting to, I believe, the project manager, who was telling me how much the art meant to them. I am so happy to have this. This has been my desktop background for the greater part of a decade. Every time I would switch off, I would switch back to it. And they actually removed, like you can see, Shonen Jump's Yu-Gi-Oh, Shonen Jump logos on this art. They took that off for this actual project. They care so much about the art. This is not sponsored at all, by the way. I didn't tell them I would do a shout out in order to get this, and I just connected with them. And again, it probably helped that I did spend a good amount, that I had the intent to actually buy it, but it just shows you never know when you reach out what you'll actually find on the other end, and it was an awesome conversation. That being said, let's go ahead and get to the cards, starting with Bonfire going unfortunately up in price. Vendors didn't start the Bonfire. These prices were churning ever since short prints and ratios were burning, but seriously, Bonfire is back north of $100. We were talking about it going back towards that point, and ridiculous sales. Look at that, multiple 130 here, 120, 130 here. There are, of course, listings under lower rated sellers who are getting this, trying to sell a card, flip it online, but also top rated sellers, I believe, start around 114, 115. So this is definitely going up for the easy access version, as well as the high rarity back north of 200, where it was getting a good amount of sales under there, as you can see. And now the lowest for top rated is 202, a couple very barely under 200 here as well. But yeah, this is in so many top tier decks. People probably don't have banlist fears on it. They're thinking this is my WCQ deck or an iteration of my WCQ deck, and people are putting their money into it. So prices are ridiculous, and Maze of Millennia itself is also seeing a lot of success off the back of this card with its sealed. I really don't like seeing, you know, that product lineup get success, but it is at least a world premiere set. Majesty's Pegasus here is starting to go up, and let me actually give an explanation on that. I hate the ultra rare setup of having so few ultras, even with the extra ultra, and it just isn't a good product layout is what I specifically hate. Majesty's Pegasus, we talked about this going to 5 to 8. It has exploded in price, and now the lowest is $22. This is the only access version if you're trying to play the modern Magispector builds. Royal Swamp Eel, I haven't said that name in some time. A fish tuner is going up for GOTY. It only has one access version as well. A lot of niche tech 1 to 2 printing cards are what are going crazy today, and this is around $8 once again. This is history repeating itself, but usually it's for a combo that doesn't pan out. GOTY, I wonder if history is repeating itself. Let me know, GOTY Duels. Are you gonna do it this season? Dried Winds is going crazy. Now, this is for Sun Avalon Rika, a deck that has seen a lot of success. This gives you an interruption with some of the new support that's come out, an Aroma Blend. So, yeah, this is actually going to be doing a little something, but $20 plus something for one printing. Please, Konami, get on your reprint game. Saphira, Queen of Dragons, also could use one. It hasn't been seen since 2015 Megatons. Yikes. And those are now bought out and going up in prices. People want them for the Ritual Good Stuff deck that did premiere. And for the I've heard it's a lot of copium on the Raid Raptors from Raid Raptor players in my comment section that it's not going to be doing it. We just want to make our deck better. Raiders Knight has gone a little crazy over time, and I didn't notice. It used to be $2. It's gone up for the over double up, and the lowest listings are $4.70, quickly $5. And also Arc Rebellion secret rares for this deck. You do have an easier access version than this that I think is like headed towards $2, but the secret rare is around 4, so be aware that the OG, if you're wanting to play a nice secret rare, is up there. Oh no, I'm wrong, sorry, the super rare is much more easy access version than that. It's around a quarter right now, so if you're wanting the nicer version, you know, you're paying for a lot more of those. Like, is that 16 of them? Rank up Magic Skip Force only has 2 printings though out of Shining Victories than the 2017 Mega Packs, and the Mega Pack versions are what's easier to disappear than the OG versions, and we see this time and time again where this gets bought out more ridiculously than First Ed Original. Always blows my mind to see people continue to buy into that, but I would go First Ed Original. Personally, TCG Player makes this one look a lot nicer though, don't they? Oh yeah, this one just looks better and it's a little bit more. They're both rares. OG first, go for it. Odd Eyes Vortex Dragon, I was checking out all the versions. It's seeing some extra play now, and they are all lower in quantities and they're also up in price. Be aware there's an ultimate rare too that's also creeping up. If you want access to this card for even the new decks or the old decks, you're going to want to get it sooner than later using that TCG Player link in the description down below, costing you nothing extra. Support the channel directly for the cards you'd already be buying. For past formats, Solemn Warning Ultimate Rare has gone crazy. I would play, personally, I really like the Duelist League Rare, and I love the aesthetic of some of the colors with this card, but I'd play the Platinum Rare to really make people feel bad about their high rarity cards getting shut down. Just something feels right about that to me, but I'm that kind of guy. The Ultimate Rare, however, for both the Unlimited and the First Edition is going wild. When we look at this, Unlims starts here, I believe, at 55. I think there might be one seller lower than this on the front page. No, did I miss one? I could have sworn it was here. Yeah, here it is earlier. They have a picture and it looks all right, just a little scratching on the back, it looks like to me. Nice of them to include a picture. So they have one at 45 and they're 100%. They're a newer seller, but they're still getting up there. And then you have it at 55 from still 0%. So we're going through for Unlims, and we find a top rated here around 55. But First Edition has gone even crazier, of course, with OG cards. Here's an Italian one at 80, but that is not English, and we're into triple digits here before we're even finding them on full buyout mode towards 150 for only that one copy. And yeah, you can see how many light plays have been selling, people rolling the dice there, hoping it's not that bad when it shows up. And Near Mint First Edition sold at 130. Similarly, maybe for just collection purposes more so than anything, let me know if there is a modern deck suddenly on Power Bond. Like, I'm not seeing it personally, but I've also missed a bit. I want to thank the Discord real quick. My content is halfway decent still, thanks to them mostly. I've been a bit at a funk. I'm dragging myself out of it, and I have been working out every day. I feel like I'm going through routines at certain things, but I definitely do feel like I'm getting back up on the horse, and this month you're gonna see it. But Power Bond here is on another level of that. Unlimited 240 is crazy, but that's not gonna be the lowest one. First Edition 600 lowest. Let me see where the Unlims actually start for Near Mint. The first page, yeah, we're gonna get all damaged, mod play, heavy play. Second page, still in that range. That happens with older cards. And Unlim lowest, $200. Let me know what's up with Power Bond if you've been in the market to buy it for some time, because this is definitely off the deep end for prices, because they did sell out at 250. For the collector market that's so shaky, playability, past format viability, and fan favorites along with First Ed OG. Those are kind of the check marks I look for. Of course, I'm not a financial advisor. I don't know the future of card prices, where they're going to go. But when it comes to stuff like this is one of those kind of cards that would be on my radar, along with like Future, Overload Fusion, those kinds of past format iconic go with the show and also powerful deck cards. Power Bond's huge fan favorite. And now I can get to the merch again, right? Speaking of those $90 hoodies, how about some $30 ones? Now, on Boohoo Man, I buy these. This is not sponsored at all. I got this one to see how it will come in, but it says extra small to large, right? But these are oversized. I bought the oversized large before, and it's been like a 3X that I bought the oversized large, and it fit like a super tight XL. It's just a dice roll, and sometimes it fits just perfect, just right. right, and sometimes it fits like a 2X. I used to wear a 2X when I was 50 pounds heavier. When it comes down to this, they have two designs, one with Pegasus and the not Toon Toons, Mega Reran, the Rabbit, Parrot Dragon, and it actually looks, I really like the color, even though I usually don't like gray. That kind of wash looks nice. And you have the brown with Chumley representation, baby! And Chaz in the blue uniform, not as usual, you know, black rogue outfit. And yeah, I really do like how this one looks. I saw different reactions. Overall, this got way more attention on Twitter than it should have, but I did see other things like, I'm so tired of these still images just taken from things and posted onto it, but look at Chumley posted up. It looks nice to me. Now, we also, over on Big Bad Toy Store, for just $27, have a super nice Blue Eyes and Red Eyes from Banpresso. I think this will be the cheapest way to get it, along with that $4 shipping, even if you're usually buying things from Japan. It might just take a while, though, because they freight ship. Again, not sponsored at all. I just love Yu-Gi-Oh merch and talking about it. And look at this. This pose really sold me on the Blue Eyes, and it looks like it'll have a little articulation maybe, but I'm not definitive on these. These are about 6 inches tall. They're not the biggest in the world, but for the quality, it feels like those old toys that tried to do this. This is looking like it finally does achieve it, and at a very decent price for modern collectibles. Thanks for watching today's video. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed the conversation. We hopped around a bit, but so many niche meta cards as well as past format cards I wouldn't expect to be talking about today, and it was very interesting to me.